Adesima Memo Ajo Emma Makwaba Ediba ene Jumedi so the sit show lit no mode ahonkeka akoto aba ama MPP boom na MPP etumi edi nkomo with Honorable Kennedy Agyapong as the ama Papa Kennedy Ohene Agyapong. Me boni dia na me de pais and say ne middle name no musumi kuro bi papa oyo Ohene na musumi yo Ohene. Misamo akwaba ediba ene Jumedi so obetumi de wani edi ene show yachi YouTube and Facebook now with the messages no aba na makenkan bi edi amamu me call the name no be beautiful lines no na musoma church madwe me guess agi edwa na nsem no eye niamunim na dada na ye kaikai ye ho se mo a munye delegates no kra no mo be koso ama mo voice no aye loud ama botumi akasa che ye delegates a ye be kwakoto aba no ye over na say na matisi say we are close to 212,000 yekwako yi nipa baako edinabre close to 19 million voters omo decide say omo pe anase omo pe enuti ene be hia say na asante hini ose 2 a ode ama MPP no de be ye adwuma say yekoto abana ma ye nto aba ma nipa ye pekeke na emo ye tie ne efomufo no ka isa ne say efomufo no na doso esene yen delegates a be kwakoto aba no eye futu a eto asom a nyansa ewu papa edemebe mpa ebo ne say delegate bia say wan tie hwe kra na asante hene o say 2 say 2 ne futu a ode ama delegates no ke de beko adwodwum na eyade a ebeboa yen asante man etie all the 60 regions will be etie eroti ma yenkoye mistake isane say de bia me kase abato so a serious business and influence a we be ye no be simase na wakotintim ba bia ensem fata no etumi twa so efie 9 influence a we be ye e bia kotintim akodi sika bia obi dia ma waji na wakotintim ba bia ensem tim no e be twa so efie 9 and sometimes more than 4 years de bia me kase one more and one more bam one say emma 100 cities 200 cities 50 cities 1000 2000 ya mama yibimu contract no ye tro obani wi a aso on the koso ba wo ho e be says kana be one. Now that's the question you must ask. Say answer no e correct bia and I say yes sir fine and I don't have a problem, but utna sina osisi year now we are delegate now we will say a year a form for one delegate no e catch yourself for Honorable Kennedy Agyapong bra now shenyame ni now ko gisika 100 200 300 1000 ebi kwa dia bo pa so mo ko electoral areas mo ko kan sempa no electoral areas no wo mo ya bo pa so mo kan se bisane se bia na wakode ebi a constituency executives ebi a members of parliament ebi a former appointees ebi a electoral area coordinators ebi kwa a polling station executives no bebre hon ma ya bo pa ya kama mo se putu ya kama mo no e no no aba electoral area eye no ho memasem se electoral area ho nyina aye ne dia into no ka se oti delegates whether from national regional former appointee former executive constituency executives council of elders and patrons and then mubeto abani bi electoral area coordinators and the almighty polling station executives no man yes assembly yi esan say dachi honorable Thomas Kusibo was 31st abatron destiny vote and yemi bottom and then we bisa ye who say again year 2028 power and it is clear say we see we analysis of the issue now we come for GBB show bottom maybe especially the Tema enclave matiti say we penny only be threaten obi on ma wanya MCE bi obi on ma kan no MP ye ma no minister bi ana CEO bi and o ma 100 cities o ma 500 o ma 1000 enti enu ntinu onu tumi enya kokoduo e de eguhuna e ba wo abobo no vote no a your secret. Your vote is your secret. Enti saa sikafia no mo de ma mo when they had 8 years opportunities in government. Na ene original saa sikafia no so every 13 especially Tema enclave no mati. has come to our attention. Say some of the executives, you benefited. When you are when you meet us, you talk as if say, delegates, money and now. Money and now. Now, Penifona, some kutu pass a monk, money say, and yaho, and never one. Woman, your mammy, a woman in number botier, a young Yamakas yet. Na every way so the papa you obi or no. In to say, I'll be Baba Yanu, and to ya obey Yanu, a bed wow direct no, na papa no, and I said, Mamma, when you be a dano, I be John when Maka said, Trabacoa. Say, maybe the young when you catch us at Trabacoa. You would be someone who say, again, a woman meeting a may force the kitchen at Trabacoa. Me, woman say, Nyamia domina mutieli efemo fone kana moto abama honorable Kennedy or in Agyapong no be the president obeya ntutu pa amewuma ba na yen ayeso sebio ya trafia yen adwuma no yen bia that is my interest ba omu ayabo mu pa atam se kutu amomu se omu wura electoral areas no one can send the term. Is that their objective? No. Or because of no what biashe ni botum. And you think near one then say and then you say in many of the constituencies you utie can guba and yet when you na go time ska bia fi baby abo and your sankrofo na wo na o gidi say near form for can say en fa kan nimra no e so o mu gyan tutuye na mpa delegates etumidi ken neba. Everybody who is working for Ken will not Casacran or Philippine and they said teaching the mobile at the polling station level, lecture area level, and then the constituency level. And Yamisha such people. Ita de bia no mabo Trebuka Kalika, Chairman Cockroach, Desmond from Paul Manso DFM. And then with Mao belated happy birthday last week and I will do a birthday. Chairman Cockroach. And then penny for more trouble mine. No bomb more than papa. Bien one more times it can be free baby amamu. Mwankasa and a more young to clear. Polling station executives, electoral area coordinators, council of elders, new patrons, some few constituencies. Mujidi say young fan your phone for air coming down. Now me and say Bibia. Now my secretary no any promo sima say me for sumu na me to see every delegate in trouble say sika de obi de ba en say woji you say send the can say kutu say one say kutu say one say kutu say one sika na de beba na nshi e beto one obi trouble man sa no de eka say agiba bia mesremu se mamu ma obi hunahuna mo de bia me nya platform ma me kasa je wo obi tumi chete so obi yiwa fi abomu enye wo mo mbe ya abomu me ka o bi mu tenteman. I will never allow that thing to happen. And you just make sure you go say nya open no koso na ye wadwuma na ye campaign ma no ma wo kasa won again enti na ebeya anke beya ketie mi na to abama honorable Kennedy ohene Agyapong esane say when said now what conference woman Papa Kennedy Agyapong has what it takes to create businesses, to industrialize to the extent to say in his first 4 years Yamiya Duma we gonna yebenya adwuma ni biaye na say me secretary na menya president that what you create in woman what they request ni ba me so me ko no I go with my chest out because me say a woman number na yetuwa ko jibi amam mamu maye no sene ya tiamu na de bia adwuma ba ko mienu bi ba na akoyesi ya ye bibia ma Kennedy ohene Agyapong senia eye adwoda etwa mu lawyer amodata ni buka ekoyi pie I have the builder in chief. Let's say so Bianco Pesa Katani bi enkai. The builder in chief. Sabu Wemu and asemu amaka de bia me mu bi nkomo about presidential material no. Who person who is a presidential material e was Sabu Wemu. I bet you some material say viscose or say sheda or say bakuru is it nylon they call it. Yes, say nylon or say there you who a presidential material is in this book. He is coming to build the factories. He is coming to build the businesses. He is coming to create opportunities for every Ghanaian. And we mesremu trobuman ene enkofo aka mesremu amasama eye dompa benya eye okanko north okanko south okanko central omukra de omotrobo challenge. The best say by 31st January about 3 p.m. You don't be bossy. We na honorable Kennedy Agyapong. Odin kunum enti yanya ya wotu obusuno yamman kubie no enwe peyo. Million sika me de be mamo ensempa no e na me de meka de akyem. Ebi mu sika wo mo beba wo mo ba monye. Nyemum senya Ghana fo nyina e ka no mesrese se be ya anka trobuman. Musa enko adwondimu na monto abama honorable Kennedy Agyapong. Maka say not because I work for him alone, but because baby a mefa bia edwumakufo nyina aka say yemfa papa imra obi won ma ohu leader na wo ho ane social media o se papa yi de okan ko papa yi de onye corrupt o saa nyema we me ha Ghana fo yenya obi a oba Ghana fo nya saa asem no enka mfa no. You see videos. Who hasn't heard any video about Honorable Kennedy Agyapong? Yet, those people who have heard those videos now will say, I don't quite tell them, when you see them from them, when you hear videos, you know why you're charged. Because they know. Say, in some Honorable Kennedy Agyapong actually in the past, he never fought for himself or the Nekra actually. Nana Adodankwa Akufo-Addo, then President of the Republic of Ghana. With the Nekra Etrihoma, the new patriotic party. Baby, I'm not a member of Ghana Free. And I say Ghana Akote, Honorable Kennedy Agyapong. Member is in Showman Sawaham. Noko Kuma NPP. And those people applauded him. And Yama or no Ejina so the Kuma party. And ye catch them no say, ye share how you defending your party. And yes, I will tell me you be and I say you so against us. We now for Kennedy Agyapong. Nya tetia pansam na asem eno na Awurade efa eye so tia se nya tetia pansam na asem no eno na Awurade de efa eye niye enti emfa woni ne ankofo beka afa Honorable Kennedy Agyapong emfa woni ne mpanimfo bi so se so obedi president ono de on fa bogen yes one nia efa ho ande se yen delegate no ya jatum se papa he has what it takes to create the jobs for the Ghanaian people. So we are MPP new, we are NDC new, we are Ejuma Ayeden Aye. Oh, my president Obaya was NDC for Munkofi. Debbie, he has the blueprint to create the jobs. This man has lined up over 13 billionaires who are ready to bring their money into this country from the day they want Ayedeyi Papai as the president of the republic. Obi baby Sam said, "Are the second big president and son of those 13 billionaires?" Yes. Maybe a billionaire, I don't trust the people. But they have worked with Honorable Kennedy Agyapong and they know how honest he is. So, Democrat, in the same pay by your man penny, not on what it is or man and not to or man in Yama. Omude Musika Bemo said they are safe. Because they know we have elected a president who is not corrupt. They know we have elected a president who is disciplined. They know we have elected a president who loves his country, he is patriotic. Intimesremu enemu me delegacy na kasa ni titi ene Trobuman the great Trobu constituency anya hwekura no mo secretary minimum di ni ye me di me ho nukura me di me ho ni e di amam na nka senka bibia kwa ni wokura po na ka this is the time mo be share mo secretary kura enemu. Yes, intimesremu Saturday ayabutre the Ghana Police Service any a year the electoral commission are in charge of the election. We ban now deal with Abe Yumwa na Agyapong yabo di you picture oba either with passport, Ghana card, your membership card, and now say any form of identification na odiaba na ya clear no akoto abano de ama Honorable Kennedy Agyapong. Order number one and a beji MPP amanyukunu. Number one and a beji who delegate. Number one ɛna de ɔgye ɛbɛbrɛ ɔman Ghana me de ɛno ɛbɛsi ha na ɛnɛ ɛnumre sɛnea meka no adwuada yi a ɛna yɛkɔ lɔnkye ɛyɛ ballot paper no da wɔ fɛfɛɛfɛ no na wokɔ a ɛsoro hɔ a number 1 ɛsoro hɔ a na electoral commission no yɛabobɔ saa number 1 ɛdi nkunim number 2 ware number 3 ware na yɛkɔ yɛnim na baabia ayɛ fine nti ɛyɛ ballot paper no sei ɛna wokɔ akɔto aba no a wobɛhu no na odi kan no ɛyɛ honorable Ken ɔhene Agyapong ɛyɛ the builder in chief a ɔde ɔgyeɛ no ɛbrɛ yɛn unemployed youth of this country ɛno nti mobɛhyɛ ne nso ɛde amammeɛ na wokɔ social media wokɔ traditional media baabia media sɛ ɛhyɛ ansa na mɛtoa so no mɛka sɛ kɔ so fa wo messages ne bra na menkenkan ebi ɛmma wo ɛyɛ YouTube ɛne Facebook ɛyɛ Netu TV GH na yakɔ yɛnim wo a mopɛ sɛ mofrɛ no so no ɛnkyɛ biara mɛbie phone lines no na yakɔ yɛnim na mame erama a wo office ɛyɛ amasaman side no ɛyɛ asida piesie ɛne yɛde ma me ne production team yɛse ɛyɛ a wopɛ ɛyɛ the seat papa ɛno nti mame erama a wo office nyame ɛhyira wo ne wakoma pa ɛne adɔyɛ a ɔde ɛde ma nyankopɔn ɛhyira wo ne wasefoɔ nyinaa ɛno nti mobɛhyɛ ne nso ɛne the great people of the great trouble constituency ɛnɛ numre mo secretary ɛnɛ deɛ meba moba na mɛda mo ase papa ɛyɛ adwumakuo anasɛ edwadifoɔ wokɔ Kumase wokɔ Eastern region wokɔ ɛyɛ Northern region Tamale Savannah wherever obia yankoto aba ana no ɛyɛ political party akɔyɛ ne internal primaries ama there is a glamoring call loud voice by the people who are not part of the process to call for a particular person than this election. Do you know why? Because in 2024 NASA voice is way talk to say the new patriotic party will listen and listen good to bring honorable Kencity Agyapong Oman Fama and I say Yamfana Ma and the Dr. Mahmoud Baumia ebaye and also be ye ni dia anfa and that 2.1 million over 2.1 million no one kasa no and almost say this time around they will not keep quiet. They will tell MPP for say that time last time we a mistake, this time you person be mistake nti e pese ka kire mo say mamu nhwe mo bottom mamu nhwe mo fu mamu nhwe mo nko ne mabusua 212,000 there about delegates no mamu nhwe mo nkasa mo hu na mmom ntie yen eya asem sebe the streets are talking. The streets are talking. The streets are talking. And then me were a year openipa or that Kencity Traders Union. Kencity Traders Union. Nsa akamo sir Jumedi Weso and enemy. Na yade ne betwetwe nkomo mo so mo won sembi eka e de kire delegates e de kire oman Ghana ne ewiase afana nyina. Enti oma beka yensa a yene omo ebetwetwe enkomo kakra eno ti mo be hye ne nso ti frɛ obi na ono so frɛ obi na ɔmo nka yese eye Kencity Traders Union penifo aba eye the seed so ɔmo ne delegates eba be kasa nti ɔmo ntie na fa o messages no so ebra na yen kenkan emfa maw na ansana me de papa ebe kire mu no asem kese bi apie asem ben a yewo kusol aye fen kusogu ye bibia fen kusogu aye kusasi fo emo traditional council for aye press conference sa press conference no mo kan ne se wo mo ka kire aye kusasi bibia o ye MPP ni se ma omuntu abane emma Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. Yes, you heard me right. Kusog, and I said Kusau Traditional Council press release and as a press conference omoaye different every kusasi this year say woman hwe and woman to aba ama Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ye mu bi no munim se na ye adwuma some of these issues anka ehu hia maye but you see ye mpese ebeye say yanti anase ye ehu. That's why we want you to know politics is a game of numbers. Enti wudi obi eko okuna mu a se wo hwe obi a onbeti numbers ni so na mom obeden odi bi beba beka ho. Enunti ana this issue I'm bringing it to the table. Nyam na meka. Enhwehwemu a ebi mu aye ne kire se Electoral Commission register, we have over 1.2 million kusasis on the list, on the electoral roll. Yes, if you know HSA, kusasi for a 1.2 million people on the electoral register. I don't have the data. Na se omumpeni for some penny for omumpeni for afre o makachira o mo se omunhwe no man to aba ma Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ba bi o bia e fa no MPP ni amamu president prayer ni ade they should never vote for Papa ya na ehu be hia say delegates e be call adonwim. So you may not hate Dr. Bawumia, but you are looking at a nyama e beti vote no free ye ho enti no se sanity a na kire say 2028 ko yina Electoral Commission aka pleno ye se epona entokwana se no na ono de owo deficit of 1.2 million na obedience wo decide we awuni to me mesre se wo be hu se nya no entro ne etwa no ye gongo tie eye Kusogu Traditional Council in a press conference na yemra
Seydou Abagre as a criminal. And Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is to be held responsible for the resurgence of the Boku conflict, which led to the loss of lives and property within this period. 2, we call on all our people who are members of the NPP in all the 6 constituencies of Kusau to suspend all political activities until further notice. We also urge all our people in the 6 constituencies to distance themselves from all activities relating to Dr. Bawumia and his political activities until further notice. We hereby declare our intention to sever all ties with the settler Mamprusi community in Boku, forthwith in all aspects, including commerce, that is trading, other forms of engagements. Any individual who steps foot in the house of Seydou Abagre is to face the full consequences from Kusau when he or she steps out from Abagre's house. Currently, rumors has it that a state of emergency is likely to be imposed on Boku through the influence of His Excellency the Vice President, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, to wipe out Kusasis in our own land to the satisfaction of his kinsmen. Just as indicated earlier, we will not be surprised if this rumor comes to fruition. In conclusion, we urge all Kusas within Kusau and around the world to remain resolute in our collective and legitimate quest to protect uphold, defend our customs, traditions, and dignity as a people. We have our land and no other tribe, and I repeat, and no other tribe can rule us forever and ever. With respect to this matter, as from the date of this notice, unquote, last week, the climax of what has been a grand scheme to subvert the authority of the Zuguran and belittle Kusau happened when the state security apparatus was used to facilitate the return of the fugitive Seydou Abagre to Boku. But this scandalous act too did not surprise us. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen of the media, we have not been surprised at all. These reprehensive and provocative developments, because we know very well that as a Mamprusi, the Vice President of this Republic and presidential candidate of the New Patriotic Party, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, has always been in full support of his tribesmen. We knew that all along, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia was using his power and influence as Vice President of the Republic to support his tribesmen to evade justice, be above the laws of Ghana, and continue to act with impunity. As soon as Dr. Bawumia was elected as flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party and subsequently became the leader of the ruling party, we know that the worst forms of impunity in relation to the Boku crisis by the Mamprusis was yet to unfold. Sadly, but true to our premonition, we are seeing how power can be abused to foster injustice and impunity. Ladies and gentlemen, we had been under the wrong impression that President Akufo-Addo himself was truly committed Seydou Abagre as a criminal. And Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Orofo, and Namakache one say politics is a serious business. Na okotwaba ense uhwehwemu ye kaneno ena na ukoya obi akajo se ko hakotuma wemine ne kwa sori no atroma kotuma wemine na sum no atroma no e me classmate kotuma no atroma enne no enye sanete ye di nsem no ko adwodwim na se enye ye depo na se no eno na beboa political party na ye atroma say dipa. That's what we must do. And someone who see a serious in some. And party back. Now you consider all factors, including this factor. So who am I to say? Una a flag bearer. Press conference here course by this traditional Kusasi for traditional council. Many sources come by yes, president. No, if any say issue no crown, ebia ne ntokwa no crown, ebi crown no nkam. But you see, the truth of the matter is that nipa no oye this year one faction. To we process say eba ne say we be use position in the aye say we process say ni. That is why I hear kase. Ye ne wo kasa say o ma adubrew emram. Because confusion conflict there enya dia obi apen. Na ye two MPP for say o mo fa san sem we enko adwendwum. Who say 2 minutes yepe. We be get 2 minutes so aye numbers. Enti baby a numbers no aye problematic no, you have to look at it. Anytime you have video with that show. That's all. there's no other malice. If the delegates meaning mun consider sa insem we na makache mu sa abato na yekoto no nye about ehunumobro insem data and ye de beye adwuma, and the data na available no ekire se ye the honorable Kencity Agyapong ba na ebe boaye na mepese ye bekwa kotie anase ye bekwa kotie nsem bia Asamoah Boating honorable Asamoah Boating ekaye edifa honorable Kencity ohini Agyapong say production sa video na ready amoyi emma ahwefo ehwe bi mame.
Kencity is a crowd puller. Kencity is a crowd puller. There's no election that I would say Kencity doesn't come in. He will come in. Having said that, it's time for Ken, who has always been the center, to come in and have a bigger stake at the party, at the table. And then we can say, okay, let's move together. And that is good news for me as a party person. Now going forward, we go united. And the NDC should be careful because we're there to beat them. Kencity is a crowd puller. Kencity is a crowd puller. There's no election that I would say Kencity doesn't come in. He will come in. Having said that, it's time for Ken, who has always been the center, to come in and have a bigger stake at the party, at the table. And then we can say, okay, let's move together.
Honorable Asamoah Boating and Amote Nkam. Asamoah Okai. Or say Kencity is a crowd puller. A lesson now it's about numbers. So you need somebody who can pull the numbers for you. Every time boss have video with you. Asamoah Boating, one of the seasoned MPP senior members, and Okachi only me as delegate say Kencity is a crowd puller. Abana yekwa to you will be obe gather the momentum. Now we mobilize the base. Ejakotu aba in terms of crowd numbers. Enti ehube here na odunfo le kana so say ye di kunim je di ko ye be say di biom na report aba me gidi say wo so watibi e kire say Honorable Kencity Agyapong, he takes commanding lead in the MPP primaries. One more my year abato mu hwehwemu enye obi na akose ba bia ma mu bibi so mu fanto bibi yu wo mo nkasa aye hwehwemu na mepese ye betie wa wo ye delegate wo tie sa de we no na fa ye otumka ma ne na won nsem enwe wo fo so kopim timer obekwa akoto aba no production mu yi mame Kencity takes commanding lead na yemra.
Were spoken to in this particular poll study via phone calls. That's the number you see on your screen. 40,988 delegates were spoken to in this particular poll. Now, data collection period started from October 20, 2025 to January 9, 2026. And that's what we are discussing here this afternoon on the polls. Well, joining me in studio is the man who led the study, Dr. Evans Dua. He'll be telling us more about this particular poll that they have done. Welcome to the conversation this afternoon.
Thanks so much for having me. It's a privilege to be here.
Well, it's good we have you in studio to tell us more about this particular poll. Is this the first time you are doing something like this?
No, so this is actually the third wave. So we had the first one in August, which we sampled 20,000. Then we had the second one between September to October, which we did 26,000. And then from October 20th to January 9th, which we did a third one, which we did 40,988.
So you've upped the numbers now?
Yes, we've upped the numbers.
So what kind of question did you ask in telephone conversation?
So our scripts are quite simple. So we first tell the enumerators to be very, very neutral. So when they call them, most of the people that work with are volunteers. So some are lecturers, MPhil students, PhD candidates that they volunteered, and some who have just graduated from undergrad. And what they do is that they ask the person in 2023 November primary school, who did you vote for? And then in 2026, 31st January, who would you vote for? We asked a third one, but which we didn't apply to this, about the next best alternative. But this particular one, we didn't add that data to, because we wanted to just stay focused on what the people are choosing. And then we have those who are still undecided, who they really want to vote for. And then there are people that they were not comfortable telling us who they wanted to vote for. So out of this 40,988, 9,432 were either unavailable or unreachable. So unreachable means that either the number in the database that we had was wrong, so we couldn't get through to that person we sampled. Unavailable, we got the person on the phone, but maybe the person is at church, hospital, somewhere that couldn't engage us as at that moment. So it all boils down to about 31,000 that actively participated in this survey for the lab.
So you place the calls?
So yes, we have
random.
So actually it's randomized sampling that was done, and we did it proportionally. We call it quota sampling. So what happens is that for us to make it very representative of each constituency, so if a constituency is about 1,400 and another constituency is about maybe let's say 400 delegates, if we are going with a 20% for the polls, the sample, then it means that 1,400 will give us 280 sample size for that constituency, and the one for the 400 will get 80 for that. So what we do is that we make sure that it's proportional, so that will be very representative of what is actually on the ground.
And you did this across the country?
We did 16 regions and then 276 constituencies.
And then you found that Kennedy Agyapong is leading.
So yes, in fact, the first one that we did, we called that one the baseline. Now the August one, so we premised this way. So this is purely scientific research. If you look at, if you read our report, you would see that we premised this on first two contexts. The first context is the 2023 November elections, seeing what has evolved from that time till now, and then the 2024 general election laws. So when the NPP lost the elections between His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Then there came a turbulence with the delegates, asking themselves, did we choose the right candidate? So they were wondering if he is the one that we have to take to the next polls for 2028, or do they have to change? So they were in that state where they were reflecting, looking at what we call questions of electability, wondering if he's the one that Ghanaians will vote for again. So at that point, they are not too sure about that. Then they move on to the next stage where they are reevaluating, they are assessing, then there's a bit of consolidation between friends here and there. Then the third one is where they go to engagement translation. So they begin to see the candidates come, they meet them face to face, they start to listen to their messages, and then they begin to now form their final decisions concerning these people. Then they consolidate it once again, and they get to that level where uncertainty is a bit constrained, because you see that a lot of the undecided now will be shrinking at the latter part. So if you look at the three that we did, you see that by now we're having lower undecided people as compared to the earlier ones.
And which kinds of people, I know you place calls, did you target?
Anuti, Dr. Evans Dia, and a mote Ninkan, Dr. Evans Dia, and a mote Ninkan, only join news for Media friend of the post, and a D and Koma, what church you say, in Shuma or no, and any Juma cool for Omayeno, HS, about 31st, Honorable Kennedy Agyapong, but we decline with 52.59%. And the delegates, a sempa, a chese, senior or monfo, air coso, air fresh, monfa, honorable Kennedy Agyapong, run. You should move chese, Sana Mubayano, Samuel is also a net chese in Kulugi, and a beba a year 2028. It didn't when near Tosumi and San, or my way back August, and then from year back October, and on my year it be a year January year na miensa ni nyina ekyere se Honorable Kennedy Agyapong ena ehu edi kan with 52.59%. And after so mo ye no 16 regions no any 276 constituencies ni nyina ena omo keka boom ema omo nya sa eye nsam enti no ye beda opani eye Dr. Evans Dua say ode nokre no atudwa na say wutie nenti a Dr. Evans Dua ne post we eye nokre nsam a womo eye street no womo eka ye gongo tie street for no nemra
me the first time I'm to about my NDC, 2025. It's a woman now consulting. My name is Mr. Kobasi. It's a woman now consulting. Me to about Miss Hank about 96. 96, I'm saying to about my MPP. My two about my MPP, and your family out support. Eugene, me to about my Eugene, Mr. Subin. Yeah, see a category, I'm packet and missing. More dear Mumpany for them who was to Honomo. Mumpany for them who was to Honomo. More dear Monka to Abado, and for my baby and Passia for the Yampe. Namuba Baba to your phone. Let's see about I never be a delegate. Baby, a moment. Young Passia for the Yampe. Yes, it will run and Casacate. Me the first time I'm to
yo sansemi ene foforo aka emrenti yentumi enyimamu ena ema ye ka kire mu se post ya Dr. Evans Dua ne mpanyimfo ayi nokre pa because ade a baby obefe bia ena se papa no kasa no se odi ya osapon otuna ba ewo sube ya santimem ena woka onam krom onam dwom ena otisi ye bisa question no oso enyema no so obeka bi na delegate nso wate nya eko eye opani Emmanuel otin afri opani Emmanuel chairman afri sana dodo na afri chairman edima eye Kanishi Traders Union misa aka opani ewo ededwumadi su chairman me mwadum akwaba
eja ba de na daruma ebe de boko
kakra on
kakra
yo yati na enumai de odepie ewo the city so na eye nkofo won kakra se odi nka odi dwa otunton woto na woto ntika EPP4 eye o promise anka mo de woni eye members no nka efam ho ben
de di kan mechi awatiefo anwumrei de di kan mechi awatiefo anwumrei
that's right
na machi Angela Brusian ene Suzisian so muti ene anwumrei ohine de tie na ne se eye oman asem enu ti oman asem de fo bibia ho na se oye panyin so da edomo anu a de omo pa ne se omo ka onso do anu be den ebe tu bi ade tie ne se oman ni moju anasa mamu koso a emadwadifo ho etom
okay
ana oman ni nso so enyina so kese pa ye dwadi se wo hwa untumi nya dwadi emfehwe mu eto hwa se de Ghana ha dwadi etia na je se boa ye economy ni nso nti se bibi ekoso a na dwadifo ka wo se wo nso ye den uti
good
na de nti ama ye de anokra tumu bi ene se start ye se a check akra enso obahwa ye members bia be ball promo as o mo pese chairman be kasa be se bosumi bebre
ya bosumi bebre
ya be fe kwa mi se akwanya bi nya akwan
ya otutu kwan ya
no mo pese wo se de ya no tu na de tie ne se wo ho a na nipa aba ne e fro se chairman se mo ni mpanyimfo bi a ana omo ka bi abam omo to aba no mon kan kire omo se de timamufo se ye pe ene se emfa Canada ohire Agyapong enye den emra enti kasa ne basa na wo se ye hwehwem ehwe die nti a timamufo ye den e kasa enti committee na bisa bi mu a omo se bi so oyo nipa bi a o kan okre if there's a say no be na lose confidence in politicians okakra but who say Kennedy obi a the obeka bia no obefa che na eye no kra eye den ewom ana ba bia say the wiase e kono no wo hwa abibia no uhia okandini a owa kukuduro na oka oye said the better obetimi move o minor den akona ni na wo hwa say the corruption in normal so eha wiase amaya ba bia leader edi ni na isi from no emphasis an normal na so ye den eti james amu gidie pa na adwadifo wo honorable Kennedy ohene Agyapong and e bi nso ka say how be e be ba man no bia no odena no to bim ye wo so odena sika boa no odeboa ye wo so odena ho odeboa no odeboa etitiro ye adwadifo de onyi amumu wo ba bia adwadifo nsem ba okana to say de ye ono ankasa na di here bi abi nti sa wo hwe say de kanehye ne adwadifo committee bia na efro woda ho kra na adwo a ye ma wo na na ye frɛ chairman monka bio mo de ba ye beto ama no enti na wo se ye nso so ye pa kwanya na ye ne omo a eka bia ewom se omo kwoto aba memenda no e kasa kire omo se de Ghana for e ka dodo no na wo so omo hwɛ no me den do mo tie ebisa pe ni ba mo be ka asem obisa me asem se chairman se ukọ fa no ma ba na wo ba beton na wo ba na sa no ma no system no ye nto a wo san ko dwomo obesa akọ fa ba na
asem se be
am so asem be no obisa no sa so akọ kra do ma ba wo ba re demand nkofo na e to no ma ne se sa no ma no omo mpe eti enye ka no abo
baboka
wo boss aka na wo san ko dwomo a wo be san ko fa no ma kro na e na wo be dama so ana na am so there bi no senti e wo say MPP for ye den esesa omonsa na wo tie ni ye ne ba bia di fi na je say wo gu say adwadifo na te no ma se mo o mo tie amamuo no ase if say amamuo ni nkoyi ana say leader no wo ni confidence wo ni mu a chese ni padodo no nkoto aba ba se wo hwe se wo di obi emma ye kra na nkofo hwe se momfa ne mra Benjin this is MPP for the Kennedy kwa sa 2.1 million na sam so man nkoto aba no ombesa aboso bi if say nkofo beto abosa anu nti adwadifo no ayo mo ha wan kasa dodo na no wotna ka mu ye bibia wo na bia ko the over part dey kra catch say Kennedy ba ye beto ama no the over toward the no ese say Kennedy ba ye beto ama no car na wafo na woni driver kra kasa no o say monfa Kennedy mra ye beto ama no entina je say wo say de favor no eda ne so no na wo say MPP for ye den eye ho adwuma etoma no say de be ya adwuma no be mra ama wo mo ankasa so am ready for dey no tumbe
chairman asabi je senia wa okran no me pese me bisa sa ade wo hu bi da se amanyokuo bi kwakwa yi omo frank tufo na womo a omo nye delegate mamufo no wo manu ya dindindi ka che delegates ni say monfa asumasi ana obenti emra de beto se de onya kora wo hu bi da
there beside we there eya me nwanwa che se ebi ho kra wo so nipa no twam na obi di nkomo keke wo no de na no akotu onya ka oti din bia na wajampe ko no beka bi ma mfa Kennedy ama ebi kra so na enya no nkomo na wo mu di
thank you ndina je se enye obi ka se ba bia obefa bia obi ase yemfa Kennedy mra na enye ntro na unipa kun odi
dabi because so de hu ade na as a favor bi ena eda papa ne so say as a ni din na won krofo anum
okay
ena din na won krofo anum say momfa ne mra ye beto ebi mo wa wotimu say o kan o so edin we de ba ye nto edin we de ba ye ba say de e koso say e ba ye beto no say enye bibi keke wotimu say e bibia wo leader nyame ankasa edam nipa so di yi no saa na me hu ni so na bo Kennedy Agyapong ase na mra ankasa ni
Okay, nimreni na je say chairman free chairman Edema Kanisi Traders Union ene osini manfo no de bia o mo hye no say chairman mumpe ekwan bia mo so mo de ma no betum say be ya ebedu dwom na delegates no so ate dwodufo no ne say omo vote ni bia nko beto ma honorable Kennedy Ohene Agyapong na omo ni bia nti na omo so e dia fe delegates say omo fa nimra na omo na so ba 2028 na omo dia ahokeka ene ahosepe ene anigye ewusie ebekwa akoto aba amano na MPP atumi edi nkunim in 2028 abatro no ye de kadesifo no ebi dwadifo ni bi edi nkomo ye konkotie ensem a wo mo de atu dwane bi na yemra
Openi Saturday MPP 4 kwa akoto aba akwa yi kendi ni obedi party nanim sa wo hwa when na se party ni de ba ebeboa party na boa temamofo
e dey say mon fa de Ghana funi na ebe peso obeto ama party
odo ne hwan
Andrea me call site workers e site se mon fa kenin ba Andrea na me free car me tina mu taxi a me tina mu a me dey call site taxi a me tin mu o ma me no mo taxi ni bebre se mon fa kenin ba instead there no crane say more they can ba ye beto ama it mo fa kenin bra ye beto ama
na denti na Kennedy ono ma dana mo ka say em fa ken mo fa kemra mo jite party in the Kennedy ba
na say
timamu fo beto aba no
afọ the to a chain into aso and ani pa so obi wa ba bokra di adanse ma obi o medi president na bra bokra di adanse ma na bra bokra ye campaign ma na bra ba wa ko the benevolence philanthropist that way na chedi or the check of na obi a onye president a wetime si friend say 37 then why 37
cardio center
$6 million cardio center obi a onye president still factory and then
there can be ebisa ne say mujidi say Ghana MPP 4 Kennedy na timamu 4 beto abana manana
yes a pragmatic person we are you see an theorist na those do and economy ye bottom
and ora can nation ha boso kan ha ujidi said the engrofo kan ye the Kennedy ba on beto abana
mejidi pa ye pe juma oba so o di juma beba ye o kan ni juma and the yenti bida o ti Ghana now we are be juma we India it doesn't sound well
any other one yo obayima I said the one boy MPP apron I said that one new man na wade to awton ohwa memende be na Ghana for kwakoyi obi obedi party ohwa hwan na MPP 4 yi na ebeboa
yo mini amema eda se wakasa empanyifo se yasoma anamo nyasani na yensoma anamo tenten savio kafrache yenya ye pasonje ene nkabo se na be ya party no ye be se ya ba power bi enti se me de me nko amadwen dia anka me se yemfa Kennedy ma because what's na kemu a obia expect say ye be ma Kennedy aba no so no savio kafrache no on so enema eye bone so o ya wo mobie hu se nani ede na ne ede no so de ye ne ma papa ana savio kafrache tama na ben mu so ye hu youthful a na wo boa wo ama youthful na binum boni din pa na Kennedy no so no nani ede oba aban no
etina me aba o de me ti dia o kan ya anya za o pa cha se Kennedy kan okre
sa pepe
eti no kura kan se on so bone sunti ana nipa dodo no etudi na chi na o ti kuro mu a wo ton ade nipa ba kuro mu ba beto ade o mu so etima mu fo mo to aba ni bi o hwa edin ben na o mu guso o mo kan se
Oh, I didn't know the annual Canadian because they say no be expect to say Canada when my bear fine. I never send me near my bassa. This time never was. Who can find my background? I'll bet me at house and so say you can fracture. Same people are banning Banana Kennedy with dear new say president. Yeah, we did say, and then my best son, and then my so back when.
And the Canada bar, would you say Timamu for back to Obama and dear?
Oh, papa, one touch.
Yo, and the Canadian market, I dear what's right.
Canada, Agyapong, akufo-addo.
Obaima. Na Saturday MPP, ekwa koyi penye obedi party enemy. Samosha between Kennedy Baumia, Brian Agyapong, Adutum. Why now her party in the Bible?
Oh, maybe dear, what the Kennedy Bible. Bebo me say Kennedy here. Chanana ya dear pa, so not controller and accountant general for those. I mean, I want to control no trust. Kennedy so on penny and my own control is or share now the corning queer. You're gonna funny and pub your country. Na senior senu se sa no so betina so no be ye de anko no ye the best because on penade na anko yi a o mamu ye na obanso a MPP for ye hu beto ye because anya afa na nipa no be na be ko fa papers be na nsa ne amu adwuma nipa de fa na ho de pre mamu na mo ba power na fa mo hwa mo papers omo
ejo hwa
Kennedy ani
o hwa se de Ghana for nipa on beto aba ama no na o hwa mo de Kennedy ba
Kennedy ni ade ne pa
eto ti dwamwe edin ba na wotepa
aya tie Kennedy character bi o be fe bia Kennedy mi wo cruise bi mo akwa mo de just o ma ties iti bu for Kennedy
how is that Kanesi adwadifo Kanesi market ya hwa
Kennedy
at the top for ba be to wa de ni na mo ba
yes o si Kennedy a na eko ma mu so mu for Kennedy bra yeta mu
ya das
e so me das
Obaima
yo enoti eye kaneshi dwadifo ni bi na yene wo mututwe enkomo na utie ni a wo mokai ya na jese ni wo mu chairman free ye edi atudwe eno ana eye dwadifo no so eka. There's one thing that runs through in someone dwadifo no edi tudwa na jese honorable okanokre pa honest na jese ni PhD no ba ko so ayeden apiewum ba ko so se obi ni huni na jese discipline no ayeden apiewum ba ko so se odo ne man Ghana na jese o patriotic Ghana first no come ni nyina apiefi ye dwadifo komo a ye ni omo edi yenum omo so ye bold bema onsi som ansa waham or a pragmatic leader or see or your or cash or be say obey your isn't say why you be eda na penifo so nya ya obey na ka che nya why you be da or a benevolent or you be a or chat de ne yemu ye ni nsemugu or ye nyema ebeboa o man Ghana onya ni sika no wanfa nkosi hotel anye profit and ngunu gotum or the akosi cardiothoracic center e water 7 military hospital say be ya meme no nya complicated issues na yetumi akwa yarehwe e wo ho. This is somebody who loves Ghana, and that's Honorable Kencity Agyapong. Chairman, what see a market women yi any dwadifo ya oni omo kanesi say mo oka nyina ena omo di hu adanse no afutu ben ena ye call 31st obegina sa eye fidie kesi suna odiama delegates a ombekwa akoto abano
yo asa member say afutu ne so na eka ba ko bia na ewom
okay
ade ba ko ewom ni say wo hwe oman no e haw pa edo ne ade a Kennedy message ordinam e adwuma sa wo hwe adwadifo a wo krom ya be struggle say omde omzi abehwe mama school oba na wo hwe mai ebra nkwala bebre say university bebre na wewi so the akani na ye den e adwuma sem enu nti say wo hwe so na bo Kennedy Agyapong e ka adwuma sem a na ya de ye oman na koma ankasa enu ma da nipa koma so na o ye den walk enu nso ka ho bi ma nipa etu di e chefi say the akaye ni na ye adwuma if they say adwuma ewo oman ni mu a ahoche bebre ni no ma bebre boni bebre so ba den ebete ama na boa enu nti sada na wo kan futu a me de be ma delegates be de ya hwehwe mu ede de ya te ene de ani ehu ene ya ba hanwumre edi hu adanse.
That's right.
Ese enoma ebetumi ama se MPP force mo petumi mu abade a
ebema mo adwuma ye aye mmere ama delegate nankasa no aye so omode Honorable Kennedy Ohene Agyapong bere ebeba said ye beya wo mo ankasa ekoye campaign a omo mmere bebre efise nipa nankasa no aye me nwanwa se nipa tu di nachi e ka mo mfa ne mra mo mfa ba bia obewra bia anunti se nipa betie ye ya yenim se nyame de bia watie dada anunti a epie nipa no a omo ka no enti delegate beya ya nko omo hwa so no omo nto aba se de beya timamufuo no unkonko yi leader emfa ma wo party fo nko a o se de na no bi no otumfuo e ka no unko yi de Ghana fo ye den epe Ghana fo de omo pese oba beye adwuma mom na obeye de omo pe no eno na omo sufra wo a omo ka enti nke betumi a mpanyimfo nya den entie na omo nya de Ghana fo ye den epemfa mom se de beye a aba no wo kwa akoto a ebeye mre ama se bia mode pe tumi a onsa beka
yo ye bedase chairman Emmanuel Otin Afri oda Kencity Traders Union anu Kencity de medi ho akoni abapa enoti minim ho ye enti chairman ye bedase papa se oni ye ebetwetwe sankomo yi na delegates me gidi se mo betie asem no ewa asompam esane se enye agro na yedie enye agro na yedie utie ni chairman de kana na je se adwodi fokra no omani edi politics no achi sebe omuno modwom ena omunim se na adwom no etie enti omutie messages na omaka se we no se yede ne ko a ebeboa yen eno nti ena ono otie onim Honorable Kennedy Agyapong ni members ni bebre ono omunim Honorable Kennedy Agyapong na emom eye oman chichire no eye obia ka ho bi enti na omo so ma ba omo de adesrede ema delegates se ebeya ni omanfo dodo na eka no yenye na nyankopon emfa ono soso na omfa ogie emre oman Ghana the sixth show ena wani egusu emodihye musomfo the flag bearer ena eye midi jumedi ehu chiame enne enumri enoti mobehye ne nso de amamie yebekọ yanim na yahwe nia ewo de emaye na Honorable emra yawada no wo mu ekosan peace pact no ewo national MPP headquarters no wo de ensem bi atudwa ebeto social media penimu ba ko bi a me fere ne po frɛ me na de na wo kan yi tese wate propagandist and as a propaganda aspect of it no na onu so mu a wo de enenam na ebeto dwa sebe baby a na ese papa no esign no ono ohwe ade onko ombeye president onenam no sign wrong baby ono baby a so sign no na obi foforo ko sign ye enyema ewo mu no he asked questions and candidate ni baako aspirant ni baako ono de Kwabena Agyapong ono de em say 2% to say 1% na Musa Dankwa de member no and em say sebe ema oye confuse ni onenam okeke kan timu de muma yenja no waja tum say race ni kra oyede onkan wotie ni message oba won peso so na wotie ni message otum say he is better like yaudie bi ewonimu a I'm not surprised say Ejana na do Dankwa akufo-addo wo manhu papa no eya o mama no eye position if this is how you go with bitterness near there me sure say o mampanin bia ba obehwe enti Kwabena nyabotre na hu say enye yaudie no na ede eye ogie no ebeba me respect pa but na say okasa ni bi o no ma say I hear something which is there so nyabotre minim say figures na posters na de ma no enye nkranhye enti eya bambuo kese. So sometimes we call radio na ko say instead say ubebo eye message no de no na oto ayampia e de ma eye nkrofo left right center me chia pa Kwabena Agyapong engineer papa and then turn your wish na bebo yo yebekọ yanim na adie esa ne sa abrantie ba kom nsa kan je say wa ma sire kra ahye mafunu ema na ansa na me de ne be kire mu no pese Honorable Kennedy Agyapong nchechemu a ode ma concerning nsemu esiye ewo wabra mpanifo from so mbe sign sa peace pact no ni esiye no mmenkoti Honorable can explain what happened at the peace pact niemra
say Honorable Brian Champo, Dr. Champo, oko sign baby I never say me sign. If it's a one kind, me kura PhD, PhD for me and son. Sa mo ton Ghana o. Omo so paper no mo no ma sign. Menso I say dump him. My degree qualified by experience. Edi, already documented mamia, and I'm starting semi-ready. Me do number 2. As someone can say, Obian sign say, party no, send your election in Bekobian. CSCU, Elsa with you too. And I'm saying, I will be painting. Now, no, Yama will be 100%, and Hominia 92. In Chumuru, Minya 104, Yamami 14. Bungurugu, Yamami 0, and Sunipa Mienu Bedi a dance yes or Motoma. When you see, what's the document you bet too many say? Men sign. It's a men sign. Listen, if you don't correct a new media, a court you are making a Agyapong the main sign, not a crutch for one sign. Say no more World Bank could check World Bank could check here, no more sign, no more debt warrant. Yeah, me can't from me degree better. For beyond Kai, Omo and Kai. Let me say, Honorable Brian Champo, Dr. Champo.
Yeah, Honorable Kennedy Agyapong, and or church in Simnum, I send on him a degree or no one, qualified by experience, a QBE, qualified by experience. Omo mabubo botai, eso mo ya creative for near the Adomuko ya near Sinsign. To who use any power as president or call IMF. Or call World Bank, or call WHO, UN, near the Ade. I saw Munombe to me a camera. He cut on shit now as inside and now honorable as many that or no dear, or be feeling send your most as a more than or be feeling and make sure say, Uncle Sinsign Bibia, a di Uyene, a bebre or my Ghana. Misaka, Onyam for a year Padmo, Bema, the pad, a dorsal, Padmo, Bafo. Agyapong or a sustainable development consultant and then Misaka no jumedie we o share the camera ne to no so be say akoshem kakra na abato ni nti wafa play e de fie buchi mem no ho aba no se menka but meka minia mo adwo mo akwa aba
meje so hene
fache mi ze ma no eye kabi boko de
no problem nyamia dom bibia boko
e da nyamia si akwa aba so
ho de ye nua
na wo no ho na wo de wani di eye campaign achi wo assess ya etisai
oh me da se me chia wati for ne ahwefo nyina campaign de nyase yani ne di achire keke we are actively involved as well so Obia Oshebia, there are quite a number of media, audio visual media platforms on social media now.
Yes.
I almost running TV shows, programming identity. Some of these channels, you know, there are a lot you're participating. You know, other FM stations, TV stations, need to share live programs and so on.
Okay.
You're participating. We are actively involved.
Okay.
There is no way. I mean, you're paying so a co-election now. I say who will you and you won't support it. ABC. And now they okay. See a better baby. Near because a cabacco pet Nanka Kennedy Agyapong are winning. Near baby say bad for Agyapong Padmo and Mamma Twaba. Who feels like God will there be one
will you forgive yourself?
Yes, I can't vote to pay Nanguena.
50+1.
Yem pay a car Simbia. We are not giving room for any vote we are saying belusu. Baba, Yamia Aduma Saturday, may Baby team the Ama, many are paying Kennedy in Agyapong. That's what I say, me believe it or no. And a baby a Ghana Bruno, obey me, I'm a Ghana Ghana.
That's right.
Now, besides a campaign, they say so far, I think the Kennedy Agyapong team no, I ran the best and decorous campaign in this election.
Thank you. It's a campaign and what
campaign and what sa name calling edidiatem yense wedi na Baumia supporters no ye Kennedy Agyapong social media no se Kennedy Agyapong supporters esha asese nkomu ye bia me so se bia nka by na Dr. Mahmoud Baumia kran contest election but ye kind sembia 2023 honorable Ken Kachre ye beye bibia but ma ye mayano enyedai entra Dr. Mahmoud Baumia.
That's right.
And we still hold.
I remember that statement very well.
Enti sanko focus Kennedy Agyapong ba bonten be call Dr. Baumia sembi o kan say ye ntro no twa ye no na eni so no kan no so jaima ye no na kan no because oni ya kan sembi say ye no bi na kan e bia se no kan sem kan kan sa.
That's right.
Because we nsema na NDC po aka fa Baumia ho a MPP for di Baumia chentimi NDC po ango ema o de ko election de ko wo ho na media internal no ma ho de o ma so ye gina say obi a repeating nsem ni bi nti no mu nti bi da no so hypocritical. But yeah, you feel say agenda way any so. Ghana ni adwene ne ho.
That's right.
The vision of Kennedy Agyapong etra MPP nko. But the council say MPP for esu kan Ghana for.
Sure.
It is only MPP na Ghana ni na my agenda Ghana ntia. You are part of my agenda.
That's right.
It in person MPP polling agent bi ehun say e wo agenda nti na Kennedy Agyapong eba for Ghana. E CPP ni na agenda nti NDC ni na Ghana ni bia na se ko base ye hwe fiefo nso dia fiefo na ebe hwe mu kan because fiefo nso ye dey Ghana for.
So that's why the mantra Ghana first.
Ghana first.
Ghana first.
Let's think Ghana. But yeah, adwene Ghana no MPP ni no so Ghana ni. Enti na ho. So one thing in baby say won to say abronye tena baby say Kennedy Agyapong bu free say ko attack Kenatefa ne wan because man typical example.
Mami.
Kenatefa say na akufo-addo catch ne say manemfa MPP executive bia ewo adwumam. And Kennedy Agyapong kwase obusa nyina ne say MPP ni na won fa no ayembia of Ethiopia. And also MPP ni no Swahili. MPP ni so o Ghana ni ti sit down na ka say won fa MPP.
Di o se na na do ka kire ni say mo fa MPP for no on fa hwan am.
Exactly. It is like Kennedy Agyapong obufu no kasa kan say you delegate nti.
That's right.
And o kasa.
That's right.
It mom nyenye careful say papa no. And maybe a why am this is the time I was here so original ni appreciate no. Because men who obi bia MPP ma wa ko ama MPP party for ni delegate on Kennedy Agyapong.
Thank you.
Right, men can say Michel. Ye ba bem fofo edu maybe. Ne constituency ye adwuma bi. Ah na was aban check. Ayi aban. Those days minimum youth organizer ye co ministry. Ye co minister na was to check an office. Our office ye co boni pum se pesi hia no. O man secretary beka che say onye ready so be hia. That time na me MP Honorable Boniface so ye minister. So Honorable Boniface took a phone your friend no say mon fa phone man the secretary no ye the phone man minister and secretary. Only minister and secretary kasa ye no the phone come man minister no office. No only minister and kasa on phone so we oba no kind of so yankoni yanko no. We went there the minister still refused to see us.
Okay.
When I go kan wasema kire no. Ye ba Honorable Ken wo be kan asem kire. Papa ni nyabutetie ye gitumu se ekwan bi on so betimi aboy beboy na sa papa we say so pe bibia me nyina
onye exactly
nipa o kana say wasam chema oh ye pain no is his pain.
Yeah.
And na nipa bebre eni say ye pain na delegate ye kom no e Kennedy Agyapong pain because he represents the party, the grassroots. Say ye ni wa de bia o kan party ni ho It's media mess MPP delegate. Emra so say ne campaign na waye nyina yentie ne nsema waka. When you say Kennedy Agyapong kwana for the history of Ghana started Fourth Republic since 1992. What me I change the conversations indigenous to about Ghana.
Anything.
Because your trouble now number 1 na economy. And indigenous to trouble. Ekwan sana enyuma sem aba number 2. And name no ka say enyuma and Ghana for economy.
Yeah.
And he is the only one promising jobs. So if this man Etimia shifted the conversation, he did not to trouble MPP for year trending.
That's why there are people who argue say okay wo de wako US. Others argue say US this year no or no GDP say any inflation say no and shut down for no need the answer say obenya adwuma ye ne atua ne ka ne nkanea esiso opeso a wanya ne internet aye sa anyama no
sɛ ɔhene wo adwuma yɛ bosome wonya sika hwɛ wabusua wonya bididi wotua wo mma wotibia ɛde abiu na wohwɛ wo.
That's right.
Oh, the nyinaa yɛ enwuma o development. So development cost wo man mo bi atimi so rekɔ adwuma bosome wanya ne sika to ne botom ɛso no wodidi oke a why na so yakɔtwe ntuo so kɔgye obi bibi because ɔdwun adwuma a wakɔ aba wabrɛ wada anopa wo sɛ kɔ adwuma ho and that is ennyema kan Japan person de bagana no sesa your dynamics, your conversations, your political way na ya no. Metie the former finance minister Ampabin. Was it last time me supported Dr. Baumia?
Ampabin, deputy
finance minister, yes. Me supported Dr. Baumia. But me tell I'm say, okay, I am be a candidate Japan. I have not been fair. I wasn't metie papa no. It me buku appointment with Ken nema kotie no and mo say one man di ono so betimi offer. Also what na doing was for 30 minutes. He ended up spending 3 hours with Kennedy Agyapong. And Makasa said, until you sit with Kennedy Agyapong, yes, you will judge him wrong.
Yes.
So when you can and troubling perception, you know, we had perception about Kennedy Agyapong. Hey, Papa, there no nonsense, so young Conin, but the Kennedy Agyapong was a second Japan crown, just a way humorous to be a say, you concert, yes, oh my goodness. But one man, as I say, one on purpose, you need to know that no nonsense, no call for interpreting it to be arrogance. No, assertiveness, speaking for others, seeking justice is different from arrogance.
Yes.
But to say, Obi Biena no, Kennedy Agyapong there, na bufu no bo bi asuma. Me say, Kennedy Agyapong within the bufu a wakɔ so aye nyina. Obi ma me one example Kennedy Agyapong atin nsa wo bi so. One example. So to me can't say Kennedy Agyapong a bufu ye and why meeting or tin nsa bo obi a me free na chine Saturday me shabo me trouble ma baumia. So Kennedy Agyapong what meeting obi a che na dwena bufu no so ya torch obi. It is then na wo judge say so be president obebu obi. From where?
No obebu obi na sabi wo dey say hunu na so obo wa bo ne
from where? So nipa no that record cry na wo bo ka MC da eniwo
mpenifoni bi say we twa one mpenifoni bi say no krese on no betumi age power dia ma MPP nanso can you imagine say wafa o minister no waba o ministry na waye bibia enhye danye obebu animu ase na je so no ne de no and what do you
okoye bibia enhye danye. You see, that's the difference between economists and umani abre. There is no room for mediocrity. There's no room say okoye niema bi basa. There's a vision we leader and there are two tables. So leader na catch say me vision ye. Ahana mpese de on mind ko. Ubetimi edi mechi amiako. Wo si pin. Na say pin na say di mechi no akoti afa. No fa. Mint no mako. So what is wrong with that?
And now just Africa no wa confirm say o chia. Kennedy no. Yes, nti on pese Kennedy beba because of phobia ono de ochia kra na obebo na chidom say court na chia
ohina no ntina ma grassroots no root for because that is a kind of leader yeah edu made me officer na akufo-addo was going to present us that leadership but they do baby no we realize say Nana now turn into a very soft person which you all feel like this is not the Akufo-Addo.
Yeah, it was strange, yes.
But Kennedy Agyapong will make sure Ghana's development on agenda. So.
Okay, Kennedy Agyapong will make sure say Ghana's development on agenda. So mami fa YouTube messages ni kakra na my help also and feel involved. Apia Kubi or the Nediaba, Apia Kubi the Nediaba. See, we are waiting anxiously for number 1 to become the flag bearer. Then we continue from there. Also, in the other band. Kenneth Owusu, also Ghanaians will never vote for northern candidate again because Ghana does not belong to the north. And if MPP choose Baumia and NDC chooses a candidate, then you will see tribal politics of NDC. Kenneth Owusu and Ede Aba. Agyapong Kwame say, good evening, flag bearer. Honorable Kennedy Ohene Agyapong Dache Hine is winning hands down in Jesus' name. Watching you live from Dewu Ekwapim. and or the about hashtag nyame tiase hashtag traders friend na just say trader na oba no na or madam fupa any honorable Agyapong Kwame Wasande Ababi was say Ken is the choice of the people. Friends of Kencity Media Madina was say good evening flag bearer. We are still appealing to MPP delegates not to disappoint us because Guineans are ready for him. Hashtag job creator. Hashtag nyame tiasi. Nana Akosua Anochua Libya Missy Nidi Yami de papa. Or say Ken the nation builder and or day a year Jumeni or day a year helmet actually teenagers or baby ankasa Anochua we brutal. And Wasande also can quiz out the winning team, not just almost on BBT or can quiz Central and you can quiz North. A year party also Eddie Aba also can quiz out Ken all the winners or can quiz out for no party say connected. Agyapong Kwame Wasande about say Ken Afa and Nana Akosua Anochua Wasande about say that's the leader Ghanaians need, very intelligent and conscious person. Not your messages in there touch me. Or say the voice of the voiceless and or the banana someone Nana Opoku or say we welcoming Kennedy on Saturday. Yes, we welcoming Kennedy on Saturday. Anthony Ofori say flag bearer. Good evening, Ken Afa da. Okay, on also say I say Ken Afa da. And Sami Rag or the about say. Now, Kwabena Agyapong is saying we Ghanaians cannot tell MPP whom to bring. Then I want to ask if you go vote for that, if you go vote for what the party want, say Sami message in Sheda and yet clear. Party sell him to Ghanaians and blah blah. Okay, Anthony Ofori Wasande about say we are waiting for Kennedy Agyapong's declaration. And or de abano na abrantie bi a ye frɛ no okwapim niba ɔno so wɔ ɛyɛ pokrase importemu na ɔde message bi abai wakakra but I think it's important. I say what honorable Ken Ohene Agyapong is going through today should shake every young person to the core. I say it is a painful reminder that in this journey called life you must never lose yourself while trying to carry others on your back. He gave everything, ignored his own pain, buried his own needs, and poured out genuine love to people who never truly valued it. In the end, he was left standing alone, wounded by the very ingrates he stood up for and defended with his whole heart. Yet, I hold on to that truth. God sees it all. Nothing was done in vain. And in the end, God will reward him for every sacrifice, every tear shed, and in silence, and every pure heart he showed along the way. Eye okwapim niba kojo etua pokwase and I say Ken Afa. Okwapim niba o message no eye very touching. Minia.
Ohene.
Asem na yehu.
Obi can comment bi say about assembly Kwabena Agyapong kan say enye Ghana fo na ebe kire MPP who to candidate ohene any for na kwato abayi president
yet as far as I know they are not Togolese, they are Ghanaians.
MPP for delegate and to abayi president.
Yes.
Ye to abayi MPP presidential candidate. No de na command Ghana fo aka say we okay me de na ba ye hwe na ye pe. Now so this time when you're Ghana for see when you problem find out what's in Ghana for never child the fanebra. Well, I think so Kwabena Agyapong I was a year no council of elder member. You free mainline discussions. Sir. Oh yes. Me I think so.
According the correction.
No, seriously, yeah.
According the correction number no or send there or say I am asking if they since we don't have a say like since or no Kwabena say we don't have a say, we do not determine who becomes president. Or no Sami Radu Bisa say, would the party sell the person to lead Ghanaians? Since we cannot tell the party what we want. And that's a very brilliant
question.
Exactly.
Because we see no me then in the metro the fanebra me pass president that who could you do ba oba be kan chem say me koto aba ma no. Kwabena Agyapong oni na boya ye pay in some way bi kakra in the current politics. Omu ka say bia no want to bomb. asɛm yɛ awakɔkɛ yɛnhwɛ yɛ MPP bɛbi yɛnya wo
Napoleon kwade ado
yɛnhwɛ yɛ MPP bɛbi yɛnya wobie wano aka kyerɛ ghanafoɔ sɛ wo mu na ɛbɛkyerɛ wo nipa afa ne bra na wokɔyi deɛ wɔpɛ no a ɔnyɛ nkyɛ sɛ ghanafoɔ pɛ wo no.
Thank you.
That is the problem a nipa nte ase.
Thank you.
Wokɔyi no gyina brɛ me meme sɛ nipa no mekyerɛ deɛ fa ne brɛ me a mepɛ because at the end no me na mɛto aba ma sɛ nipa no.
Thank you.
Enti mɛsrɛ me nua kwabena na woka asɛm bi sɛ ne nsɛm bi a wɔkeka no yɛsrɛ no yɛne yɛsua ne wɔ asɛm kan sɛ sɛ mede wofi sɛ wɔnyina a wotwi train
exactly
sɛ kɔdɛgya bɛ ofi sɛ party no wasom makyɛ no bia menam ka yɛmfa no nkɔtena council of elders he's an elder in the party agye ne di
ana ebi a patron
but the current dispensation he does not fit in. I mean, does not fit in the current discourse. Well, one typical example also for president Eddie, but you cannot take jab, political jab. You know, sign in the year, by example, say, I'm not. Senka Mankotina number 1, number 3, and it was a political job. Yes. To market on exactly to get vote. It is allowed. Say it was a job. Yes. And it is Dr. Bejambo Vadia was sign over the wasn't a name sign and of course sign. Oh, the PhD for a political job. But Kodmeja come fast some now Brian Cochran said a big tune and look at Agyapong there. Anyone find the person? And how do you? Oh, Bassa Ministers, they can now share and business so because Jack of open now. No, can they ask them? John Mahama stood on national television called the akufo-addo opener. We all smiled. Akufo-addo smiled. Yes. Agyapong, you should buy me the person, he cannot fit the political discourse. Yeah. Means no can be said online to okay. And I mean, this is me on about let me put in a but can be Agyapong team good. Mestre, what change someone can Agyapong coming in market it to the delegates what he can do. Thank you. We decide when supported by men, almost say internal election year or show internal we are sign our bow the country Ghana for the obey. And I'm going to say, hey, internal now you not broadcasting it live at Ghana for you TV. It's Ghana for a message now about only Abna Osasa okay so once you can Japan ban the constituency we no and we change your view and perception to follow the man because the constituency now the catcher and say honorable now your tiama papa be and he says he come here to you don't want such a person. And when Cabo say we could be a factory with Slima and Fasobia. Yes. Jesus Christ. And Cabo wants me to vote for Bawuana minister. When wants me to be a factory with Slim because of Fasobia. Yeah. And it tells you say he is not even following what Agyapong is saying. Because a simple be a Agyapong or show resource and the factory will be to this year. Agyapong could be a produce share butter and can say or buy BC tomato factory. Also share butter let's build a factory that will utilize the resource and produce. And I don't know difficult. Most delegates a bill. The issue of an kind of party at no one case upon Kencity. Or say, Mebisa, almost can a sort Bibian said, no funny tape me in Amreme. Number Boba. Also, me tea in the and the song can say, then we have not been fair to Kennedy. You are judging wrongly. Thank you. Because we are not to so a city but who see food tape was right, he wasn't wrong. And he was in defense of the party and Nanado Danko akufo-addo, not for himself and the family member. I am being beside people delegates. If you was legal, Obedi can Agyapong attempt, and I can Agyapong what's na radio to attempt. No. If you was legal, took na akufo-addo family, the MPP on social media, and only because of your banana way. When can Agyapong stood up? Yeah, who's a first was legal 360? No, Kasama akufo-addo. And now you come and say Agyapong was wrong. So did you mind that? Yes. And mind now, Mestre, and I don't want to believe a flyer be Francis Rabna Isiam. I say NPP does not belong to Kennedy Agyapong. So can I say
one Francis
NBC near opportunity near NPP
Ghana cylinder. Okay.
We will make Jahan do and say NPP does not do. Yeah, NPP now NBC. And not bring NBC for bro. And I say, hey, NPP now buy a G1. Who are you to come and
NPP sooner your G be a G na Yashenu na one more my brain na ya push you.
NBC for making statement. We must more primaries in the draft. No, beyond the demonstrating about like behavior. Who know about like behavior? No. More saying you had more a general party. More beyond the jig that was all of the party anybody. That is the statement NBC has issued out. And obviously targeting their vice president.
Exactly.
And more belly you said no, and this is a more baby party anymore. Because they know someone who am bad to your party. Mr. MPP, your tradition. Well, there's a winning formula,
yes.
But when I say MPP winning formula and say they go back, no lose, no community, no lose, you will have me and son what you are winning. That is what he defines as your winning formula.
Yeah.
But you come on, that is not our winning formula.
What is our winning formula?
Your winning formula has always been, sir, NPP, your strongholds, you know. We either pick a candidate from your stronghold that will rally with your stronghold behind him. And then your constitution now can say, so you are from your stronghold and not from the south, you are to pick a running mate from the north. That is a well-defined.
Yeah, because the name of the game is numbers.
It's numbers.
Politics is about numbers.
Numbers you need. And for example, J. Akufo was able to mobilize the account votes. Nana Akufo-Addo mobilize account votes. But we are as running mate or the no vote can count. But as the flag bearer, now you turn the formula.
That's it.
And when you turn the formula, rallying the northern people to now bring the highest vote becomes difficult.
Exactly.
And when the discussion was also on the economy, Baumia could not speak on the economy. Now discussion has shifted from economy to job.
You see, or see about the economic series. Now, Intel, I'm picking is the so if I gonna fight your margins, what now almost 3 days to election, and I will be it. Well, whether I
done that to redeem in the general election.
Yes, and the intel we have picked is that it's coming to, for instance, lay the blame on Ken Oforiatta. That's number one. Number two, yes. Number two, and right? Also tell Ghanaians to say the achievement of the NDC is as a result of no Dr. Baumia, so that the NDC people will attack him. And if the NDC people attack him, then they will create the impression say NDC people is slow and don't know attack him. We are waiting, say they are the different things.
They were saying the colleague, the NDC catcher, say, what do you want to know? So when you know about Baumia, the ability, a better board you be doing the same weight number 8 cities. And that's no better. How is he going to campaign? Yeah, campaign.
Yeah.
Mr. MPP.
Good.
You will be awesome. No Dr. Bechampo when you are. I am the MPP. I did you am the MPP. But Agyapong, one of the ministers of the Council of our Uncle Council of Elder. Dr. Baumia Saba, I am the MPP. But the question is, because the ultimate is the general election, not the internal one.
Okay, the ultimate is the general election, not the internal one. Nana Akusia Anochiwa or some of the above say, honorable, please, I want to see you in person. Anochiwa person who in person in the Senate Babia. Anochiwa, I bet how we can meet in person. And as I'm Iraq, no, this our message. You will see, you can bring your Baumia, and we will show you guys we are the majority. And on the other, Anthony Ofolo, the Ghanaians are asking delegates to bring Kencity Agyapong for them to vote for him in 2028 general elections. Paul Ochre was the honorable Ken all the way. He has no size. He is the man we want. Delegates, look no right or left. Just go straight and grab honorable Kennedy and also Ediaba. I'm not sure what's on there, but sometimes desperation leads to lose stock. Hashtag Agyapong. Moreover, he is not matured in politics. Nana Akusia, I'm not sure. That Michelle in president say we are winning massively, inshallah. But we dey embrana kokakra mami dey followers na me fa me fa afrefo be mienu miense bi na ye mpon 0240550899 numbers no egu screen so wadaro ma ofra na udi ni baby afrefi na o message a odi ma delegates towards the 31st January abatro no futu a odi ma delegates going into the next election. Mami for Frefo Dika, hello.
The flag bearer.
Yeah, flag bearer, the flag bearer. It's saying, Anna Nikobo.
Yes, I was. Man.
Nyamiado now so a bonita money.
Now, okay. Mammy more abasto.
That's it.
Let me hear the blood, the million and 200 flag bearer. After a same way, as the number you are, what can the Friday in Sanjama, your Kotwaba. 3 million delegates there. Anna Nikobo. I'm a senior delegate. You go to give form. Then you need the beer. The year said, "Tawana now to see with us. I want to move down the best free with Maba." But when you ask on a proper and at the pilot, a walk sharp. Oh, crowd for 2 could grab about the one. I am number 1. Mr. Delegate walk. Yes, share your dad say. So no one can but no be beer Duma and the couple be the delegate to be more. 5,000 in the year. No be bad be a Juma. Never soon be beer. Would you see car and no woman and fat what in the mouth a free 5,000 or yesterday. Get 12 animal number can. One in the Ghana quoted as well. 5 years here now, boy. Here no credit. What you tell more, what you to be would be around 1 year with them by that mouth for no Canada and the MPP, you better opposite yet. And you know,
that's it, Anna Nikobo and a day, maybe a buyer, Wabonito at the Amami, a Jumano Otiasia, hello.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. That's it, Bachodi.
From Francis, not your mother.
Pacho, ma oneso kakra mama so.
Me na me plenty on na go. Coastal I work man.
Say line me nti papa.
Hello.
Oso wo kasa free tema.
Me kasa free Oyare Fast School Junction. Hello.
Oyare Fast School Junction.
Yes.
Okay, but what dey kasa mama?
Me pacho me say yan country delegate ni na so mo fa on the bomla. Me
Me pacho who you shoot earpiece ana. I'm say okasa no na me pese me tipa but wo achire me sira wo betumi asan for 0240550899. Hello. Yes sir, odini baby afrefi.
I'm Dr. Van Dixon, me ka so fra tumwa.
Pacho kasa mama na ma onne so kakra mama.
Radio pamuto radio delegate for na no be slow. Pe pamuto o do mo fa Canada mra. Ni ti me to abama no. Is a man, me past 7. Me mammy, and you're on 5. Me mammy, and papa. You know, I say, come with the Kennedy back, about 12 by them. Ama, you're second Kennedy, you say, I'm on 12 by man. You need to mean 12 by some Kennedy. So many presidents, no more in now. Got to them to welcome.
You know, me, papa. So I'll go straight to the point now. I'm making it short at their mommy. Hello. Yes, I didn't even have faith. Yeah, I didn't even have faith.
Yeah, Papa. What's your good evening?
Good evening.
Me kata ti okuyasi efrem nana ya.
Pacho kasa.
Me pacho no can no vote.
Hello nana, what do you know? Okay, Nana, so at the need here about honorable say you enjoy no can no vote, but do na said that be on Becca. Hello. Hello. Okay, want to meet any so yeah. Want to meet any so. I mean try say me nya ba ku bi aka ho na. Yeah, sorry, in free. Hello. ono so ntumi nyina 0240550899 na ode aba ebi mo send me personal message amre ni ntino messages ni doors ntumi enkan na ode afa YouTube aba ede amami. Hello. Okay, my yanko yenim. What more? I just have about 2 minutes to wrap up. Wadama Saturday, some yaka delegates no ebi disikechi. Send na make a chon ubi tubua near PF mu and then they say aje atede babia say you can't say kutua and you only say one. Say kutu say one 2 free now so the other the kwan as a chele says it can be a bum when you much to the beba your begin say kutu na bum one media no ani e kwa na yebetim one nti you can say kutua na and you only the say one nti a delegate just a minute or so na ni omun kasama ambrase mu a
da sinyame adma Saturday nyina yekoto aba yedo yenya no mo epeso mu party na nyina na mmom ye de ye dache ehu hiaye Ghana mputuo ehu hiaye Kennedy Japan challenge a waseti aman ho say opese obiti the record of Kwame Nkrumah in industrialization. You have a leader who say many vision and person me beni Nkrumah seti yardstick bi a obi antimi nweke me pese me ba na me be beat that.
That's right.
Numa send be man be koye. Kwame Nkrumah took us post independent and developers are near way now. Can a Japan feel say baby I do no young or take the challenge to the new world that we are in and your man opportunity now or the ebeko intimacy number 1 nyame adoma yememenda number 1 o2 for o madachi o2 for wa dachi o2 number 1 for yuma o2 number 1 for discipline o2 number 1 for nucredie o2 number 1 for Ghana being put back on the world agenda because they say no Ghana din class Ghana din yira and not for the good reason but the year president say Burkina Faso din internationally esando kra more in Ghana but we are not Burkina Faso here under Kennedy Japan we can do far more than what they are doing it mesre mama yemane kwan na agriculture ona revamp agriculture yemane kwan na your environment save environment yemane kwan your businessmen and businesswomen your traders omuni na di omudino enkonanim yemane kwan na omahihye Ghana sikasem because we gedini a we say na tutu sikasem we say experience na we buku but so why you know we say we say yes ya be affect you
qualified by experience
the practical side that is why I'm proud being say many ka say we say me mission ye book theory na say na finance mission practice but the man has the practical it ya dey na say more theory na men fans go supporting the practical no na on for Ghana enkonanim tie nyina ye really behind Kennedy Japan ye vote number 1 for your dachi obi aye okay but ye heard the obefimi win election na may easily Ghana for SSA
edase utia gesta ebaha omukasa ehoti enti say other radio station ni TV station a omode ni omwe ewomanum ene atemdidie anuti ena megidi say enu media joda ene wukwada from 7:30 eko 9:30 wudi wo video no eto ha yes ebema kasa no wate e dia maw na donkon ama watumi atie ye onimtufo no wose oman be ye hia efiye nara oman be ye hia efiye nara oh oman be ye hia efiye nara yenara yemo yobiwa yiye mebe ya efiye nara oh oman be ye hia efiye nara asitinam be ye hia efiye nara oh oman be ye hia efiye nara yemo yobiwa yiye mebe ya efiye nara yabedasi enino enye de kra na mejiri se yato that's the most important thing ena medi twatro no onimtufo no say bawumianim se eye kena neko bawumianim se eye kena neko bawumianim se eye kena neko bawumianim se kena beko ena enume yede the six show ebe esie nyame adoma eye memrenda me pese mama yedi nkunim na edwoada me ba studio me the white mapam ma truly ase o me sremu amume nkadem na mentumi hye white embetra anom eno Monday edition no ayeye enyumtuo ene asedanko a ene yede be mo twedi amponyame ene wo delegate a utie dodo no ekotu hu anamompa eye me production team mo amufra eye mo amode mo messages ba eye me guest Kencity Traders Union penifo ene eye padmo a obeboa me ma ene yede inchichemu ebremu ene me ankasa the flag bearer no me bushia ye se yedamo ase nyame adomo a edwoada ye behia makram